morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Malacañang Press Corps. Welcome to the Real Numbers PH press briefing of Assistant Secretary Marie Rafael Banaag.
Good morning, Sweden, at magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Since its launch in May 2017, agencies in government involved in the implementation of the programs related to illegal drugs have exerted a collaborative effort to update us on the latest data, the numbers corresponding to the arrests, confiscation, seizure, and operations. Every month since May 2017, we see numbers that allow us to understand how we are progressing in the campaign against illegal drugs. Today, we would be including data from the Department of Justice and from the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management of the PNP. And joining us this morning are Attorney Reynante B. Orceo, Undersecretary of the DOJ. He has been an active litigator for 17 years before he entered the government service. His exposure on the fields of law involves corporate, civil, commercial, and criminal litigation. He has been engaged several times on election-related concerns. From the Philippine National Police is Police Chief Superintendent Dionardo B. Carlos. He is the current Chief of the Public Information Office of the PNP. He is a graduate of the Philippine Military Academy in 1988 and has almost 30 years of police and military service. He served under the PNP SAF, NCRPO, Calabarzon, Central Visayas, the former Anti-Illegal Drugs Special Operations Task Force, and the PDEA. And from the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency is Director Derrick Carreon. He is the spokesperson of the PDEA and the director of the PDEA Laboratory Service. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our nagpipitagang mga bisita sa Malacañang Press Briefing Room. Maybe ask Undersecretary Reynante Orceo to present the DOJ cards.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm the Undersecretary of the DOJ in charge with drug-related concern. For the DOJ part, what we have is a total complaints filed and handled by our local prosecutors nationwide. The complaint came from different sources, from the NBI, PDEA, PNP. We have a total of 96,943 complaints between the period from July to December 2016 and January to September 2017. Out of these complaints, we have disposed, filed in court, or dismissed cases with a total of figures of 95,242. We have a pending case of 1,701. This pending case would involve motions for reconsiderations filed in the local prosecutor, and some have reached the DOJ on a automatic review, and some of which were reached the Supreme Court on a via petition for certiorari. On our part, the total disposal rate of the DOJ nationwide on cases filed on drug cases is about 98.25%. So any questions related to this, you may ask later after we finish the presentation.
Thank you, Undersecretary Orceo. May we ask the PNP to present their cards?
From the Philippine National Police, particularly from the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management, for the period in review, we have conducted 64,506 police anti-drug operations, which resulted to the arrest of 102,069 drug personalities. Of these operations, we were able to file in court 42,182 cases, and another 21,908 were referred to the prosecution office, while there are remaining 416 cases under investigation. On the homicide cases under investigation, in the same period in review, during investigation, we have determined that there's 2,235 drug-related incidents or cases, which is this is 11.42% of the total number of homicide cases for the period in review. And of these drug-related incidents or cases, 403 have been resolved already or solved, while the remaining 1,822 cases are still under investigation. Thank you.
May we have the PDEA spokesperson?
Thank you, ma'am. For consolidated data on the anti-drug campaign, with data emanating from the PDEA, the Philippine National Police, the National Bureau of Investigation, and the Bureau of Customs, a total of 81,919 anti-drug operations have been conducted, 119,361 drug personalities arrested, and we have 3,987 drug personalities who died during anti-drug operations. We have confiscated 2,577.05 kilograms of methamphetamine, or shabu, with a street value of 13.24 billion pesos, and an increase of 114.16 million pesos from the previous period last month. Also, we have confiscated dangerous drugs, controlled precursors, essential chemicals, and laboratory equipment worth 19.34 billion pesos, which is an increase of 222.5 million pesos compared to the previous period. We have likewise arrested 446 government workers during anti-drug operations. This is broken down into 189 elected officials, 44 uniformed personnel, and 213 government employees. The anti-drug campaign also has its casualties, 313, broken down into 87 killed in action and 200 law enforcers wounded. We have also rescued 589 minors during anti-drug operations and dismantled a total of 174 drug dens and 9 clandestine shabu laboratories. Thank you very much.
Okay, the floor is now open for questions regarding real numbers PH. Pia Renada of Rappler.
Hi, sir. Sir, could I just know what does it mean when you say cases solved? Does this mean that the suspect has been apprehended? There has been cases filed in court? What does it mean?
Cases are solved when suspects have been identified, arrested, and cases have been filed in court.
And sir, could we just have a breakdown of the drug-related cases? How many of these cases are of those in which law enforcers were found to not have been following due process or any of the procedures for example, if they kill a suspect who is unarmed, do we have breakdown for those
Yes,
cases?
we do have, but that does not fall on the HCUI. It falls under the investigation of the PNP, Internal Affairs Service. Every time that the gun is used and a suspect or a law enforcers have been killed or wounded, automatically Internal Affairs Service conduct the investigation, and this is under IAS, Internal Affairs Service.
So do you have figures of cases like that?
We can provide you, we will ask the Internal Affairs Service to be able to provide you with the data.
Would you have any kahit general figure, percentage of how many cases, how often this happens when police do not follow procedure or attack unarmed suspect?
Well, it will be different cases. We handle it per case. What we're presenting to you this morning are cases related to the campaign against illegal drugs. Internal Affairs will be able to provide you. I don't have the data right now, but I'll be happy to provide you. I'll ask Internal Affairs to provide you with the data.
And sir, last for me, can we get updates on whatever happened to Peter Lim?
I'll get update on that. Because when the name was presented, ang ginawa po natin dyan is a case build-up has been done by Criminal Investigation and Detective Management, CIDG, Criminal Investigation Detection Group, and then together with the other agencies that help validate the information and built a case against the suspect or the person named.
Is he in the Philippines?
I don't have the data on that. information.
Is he abroad?
Again, I would provide you with the data when I'm provided with
How
that.
serious are you in actually looking for Peter Lim? You seem to not have any information about him.
The PNPs were very serious in getting personalities that have been named. We're serious in the campaign against illegal drugs. Not just we're under the HBT, high value target. He's one of the target in the HBT project.
And sir, the case buildup you mentioned, what were the conclusions made about Peter Lim?
Again, I will get the data. The data presented today are on real numbers. That's the one I have right now. Sorry.
Okay. Next, Rose Navenario of Hataw. Microphone, please.
Hi, good morning, sir. Sir, meron po nilabas na global 2017 Global Report on Human Rights ng Human Rights Watch na ang sinasabi po nila 12,000 daw po ang napatay na sa pagsusulong daw po ng administrasyon ng drug war at karamihan daw po nito ay mula sa maralitang tagalunsod at ang iba raw po ay mga bata. Yung po bang HRW ay nakipag-coordinate sa inyo bago sila naglabas ng data?
Wala po akong nalalaman na paghingi ng datos ng HRW, especially on the sinasabi po nila na 12,000 cases. Alam niyo po yung numero, palaki ng palaki. However, pag kinuha po natin yung specific, let's say, what is the 12,000 case, hinihingi po namin yun para matugunan po namin yung, may bigyan namin yung sagot. So, unfortunately, we hope that they'll be more specific, engage us, so we can help look into the cases that itong sinasabi po nila.
May panawagan po yung PNP sa HRW at sa iba pang human rights groups tungkol po sa paglalabas po ng data tungkol dito sa drug war.
We release the data through the real numbers and the information are given consolidated under the real numbers po, including information po.
So yung galing lang po sa real numbers ang official data tungkol po sa drug war?
We can release data that are requested sa PNP po through the DIDM, which is sila po yung repository ng mga information pertaining to investigation.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Ace Romero, Philippine Star.
Regarding yung number of homicide cases being investigated, you mentioned 2,000, more than 2,000 related to drugs. Pero ilan po yung total homicide cases being probed?
Apo. For the homicide cases under investigation, there's a total of 19,568 for the period in review. That 19,568 cases. These are of different motives. Kaya nga po, ang binigay po namin dito ay yung nakita po natin after investigating these cases, lumalabas na may 2,235 na drug-related, na may koneksyon sa kampanya laban sa illegal na droga, at ito ay 11.42%. The rest are crimes o krimen na nangyayari sa ating mga lansangan. Iba't ibang motibo. At ang nakikita po natin dito ay ang pinakamalaki po dito ay personal grudge o heated argument, yung pag-aaway na nauuwi sa pagkamatay ng isang biktima. Ang isa naman pong dahilan, the top three that we see ay yun pong personal gain. Meron po siyang gustong kunin o meron siyang gustong makuha after that incident kung saan nagkakaroon po ng pagpatay sa isang nagiging biktima.
So you still maintain that based on your definition, zero pa rin yung cases ng EJ case?
Again, I will go back to AO35. Ano po? That data officially maire-release po ng Task Force USIG.
So zero pa rin so far?
I will get the data from the Task Force USIG po.
Okay.
Joseph Morong, GMA7.
So just to fine-tune your data, no? 19,000 is the number of personnel, individuals, meaning persons,
Cases
or
po.
cases?
Cases,
Okay,
yes sir. Opo.
cases, and then, so dyan yung papasok na out of the 19, you only have 2,235 that are drug-related, correct?
Tama po sir.
So how many total deaths do we have? Not cases, but individuals who were killed, or homicide cases?
I'll look at the iniba po kasi namin yung may relasyon tungkol sa ating kampanya sa illegal na
Yes,
droga.
sir, I understand.
I can give you the number later, sir.
All right.
Apo.
So yung 3,000, sir, Yung 19,000, that's the universe, no? And then 2,000 yung kinuha nyo dyan, drug-related.
Tama
And
po.
then the individuals, more than, nearly 4,000. 3,987
Yeah,
only.
that's correct.
What we don't have
3,987.
now is that your number of cases, na 19,568, we don't know how many died in these cases, no? Kasi medyo merong ibang cases
Opo.
na.
These are regular crime happening in the street. Tiningnan lang po natin na yung mahigit 2,000 ay ito po yung may connection sa kampanya laban sa illegal na droga.
So in short, sir, there have been, according to your data, government data, there were 3,987 drug addicts were killed. Yes?
Drug personalities.
Drug personalities.
killed.
All right. Sir, just to going to the PDEA, since October, sir, kasi yung data niyo is from July, no? Since the campaign started. But I'm interested dun sa PDEA na figure ng October to January. Ilang operations that you've conducted as the lead agency, and then the deaths and those related data.
We will submit the singular data from PDEA when we went solo for about almost 2 months.
Since October, no?
I-retrieve na. Hanggang December 5 po yun. I'll just get it from the staff later. Pero sa deaths during that period, I think there were only 2. 2. The
How do you
solo
explain
period.
that, sir?
Well, it could be attributed to several factors. Lumaban, basically. Yun na lang naman ang usual na ano yan eh.
No, I mean, in terms of the number,
Well,
there
it's a
seems to
2-month
be
period.
less death with the PDEA than the PNP. Hindi. Explain, why do you have less deaths than the
Well,
police if you're now the lead agency, right?
Hindi naman siguro the direct comparison, ano, pero may guidance kasi si Director General Aaron Aquino na inimbitahan natin ang media to join us during operations. Even in fact, now we're moving into even inviting prosecutors and to wear body cameras as well. Hindi lang yung tropa natin, pero pati media, pati yung prosecutor na iimbitahan to make our operations more transparent. And I believe the same move is also being done by our counterparts from the PNP now, with the resumption of their operations.
So it's possible to have a less bloody campaign.
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay, sir, since nandiyan naman kayo pareho, explain again, paano yung magiging coordination if you're the lead agency, so paano yan? Just explain in a parang operational sense. If you're going to go into one suspected household where there's a drug addict, paano yung magiging coordination with the PNP?
May demarcation po kami ng targets kasi the PDEA does not have presence up to barangays or municipalities, and so that is why we need the help of the Philippine National Police in attending to street-level illegal drug activities. But of course, they also have units that attend to high-value targets. Kaya nga meron yung PNP Drug Enforcement Group and its counterparts in the regional and even the provincial and city level. So when there is a high-value target that will be arrested or that needs to be operated on, then there will be mandatory PDEA presence in such operations.
Yung mga street level?
Well, the street-level operations, of course, all operations will be coordinated with us, whether it's street-level or up to high-value. But again, yung presensya namin na tandem with the police operatives will be for the high-value targets and the high-impact operations.
Will you be there in the street-level drug addicts?
It doesn't necessarily follow dahil nga po
Oh.
yung presensya po natin ay hanggang provincial, skeletal tayo hanggang provincial offices now,
Yeah.
and full complement on regional offices.
So ibig sabihin, sir, pag sa mga kanto-kanto lang to, police pa rin?
Yes, sir.
Tokhang pa rin siya?
Kasi sila po yung may presensya
Okay.
doon sa localities.
Alright, thank you.
Sir,
Okay.
can I say something? Just to correct, there are 2 types of operation. Pag yan po ay buy-bust operation, hindi po tokhang yan. Ang tokhang po kasi is the knock and plead. That is to be able to reach out and put value to the life of the drug personalities. Normally it's an anti-drug police operation. Sting, buy-bust, raid. Pag tokhang po, this is when we knock and plead na we ask them to surrender and be able to provide the necessary help of the government for them to change.
Okay, Tuesday New DZBB. Microphone, please.
Thank you, sir. To General Carlos, sir, and Director. Derrick. Sir, may statement recently si PNP Chief De La Rosa na i-revive ng PNP ang Oplan Tokhang. And there was this statement also coming from Director General Aaron Aquino saying that sana palitan na lang ng ibang pangalan yung Oplan Tokhang kasi hindi naging maganda yung imahe ng PNP and the administration of Duterte dun sa Oplan Tokhang dahil nga po doon sa incidents of mga patayan daw po. So, was there a consultation na naganap na po between the PNP and PDEA regarding this? At ano po yung pwede nyong maisuggest kung papalitan man yung Oplan Tokhang na ibang pangalan na lang?
May lumabas yan during biruan sa media. But anyway, to answer the question, unang-una po, ang sagot po ni Chief PNP is what's in the name. That is the term used. Again, para po sa kaalaman ng mas nakakarami, ang nagbigay ho ng pinakamalaking resulta doon sa kampanya sa illegal na droga, yung Tokhang po. Yung 1.309 drug personalities that were able to surrender and then ina-assist po natin. Yung po talaga yung resulta, yung natulungan ho natin. Now, unfortunately, nagamit po yung Tokhang na nag-ibang ho ang meaning. Again, si Chief po, ang tinitingnan po niya yun ho yung talagang nagbigay ng resulta. Kapag operation po ng police anti-drug operation, by bus po yan, hindi po Tokhang. Ang Tokhang po ay pag-abot sa buhay ng ating pong mga kababayan na nalululun sa droga o na-involve sa droga na mabigyan natin sila ng pagkakataon na magbago. Kaya naman po, inilalapit po natin sila sa mga local government units, sa DOH, sa DSWD, upang maibigay naman po yung tulong. Sana po makita po natin na ito po yung totoong Tokhang. At kung coordination po ang pag-uusapan, ay patuloy po yung coordination ng PNP at ng PDEA through our Directorate for Operations, si Police Director Camilo Cascolan, para nga po yung everyday na nakikita ko na glitches o maaring pagsimulan ng problema ay nabibigyan po ng solusyon. So tuloy-tuloy po yan na ginagawa po ng PDEA at ng aming Directorate for Operation.
Sa PDEA, sir.
Yes, ma'am. On the side of PDEA, si Director General Aaron Aquino clarified na it was a suggestion on our part. Pero dahil banner program po ito ng PNP, nasa sa kanila pa rin naman yan to continue the campaign, of which the intention was really good. You revisit the literal translation of Tokhang, hindi naman po masama yung intention niya. So it just so happens na nabigyan ng masamang connotation because of some unfortunate misinterpretation somewhere along the way. Pero wala pong masamang intention ng Tokhang.
But
Follow
sir, okay.
Yes.
Would you rather change it na lang, sir, para hindi na maulit na gano'n na maging pangit yung tingin ng publiko sa PNP? Yung Oplan Tokhang name. Si General...
Again, I'll subscribe to the statement of the Chief PNP. Kung nagamit po sa maling meaning yung Tokhang, ang tingnan po natin yung intensyon ng Philippine National Police ng gobyerno na iabot yung tulong sa ating pong mga kababayan na nalululun sa droga at gumagamit ng droga at yung pong mga nagtutulak na sana'y mabigyan sila ng pagkakataong magbago. We value the life of our fellow Filipinos, and the Tokhang delivered the 1.309 million and continually delivering. We hope maintindihan po at ma-explain, may bahagi sa ating mga kababayan na ito po yung totoong Tokhang. Abutin ang ating mga kababayan at mabigyan ng pagkakataong makapagbago.
Thank you, sir.
Follow-up question. Dexter Ganibe, DZMM, and then Alvin Baltazar of Radyo Pilipinas.
Follow-up lang, sir, doon sa kay Tuesday. Since nasimulan yung Oplan Tokhang, yung Katok and Hangyo, may chances ba na may nanlaban doon sa mga kinausap?
Well, the possibility is, yes, meron. Ang atin po, ang ginagawa po natin ngayon, yung the second version of double barrel, specific na po doon na ang pwede lang pong magtokhang ay yung uniformadong pulis, kasama po ang ating ibang sektor ng media, simbahan, prosecutor, isinasama po natin ang ibang sektor para makita po nila na ito po yung ginagawang pagtukang. Ngayon
Kasama po ba siya sa real numbers or naisama na siya doon sa mga police operations na mga namatay?
Isasama po sa ating pong kampanya yung surrenderers, na isasama po yung resulta ng tokhang doon po sa nagsusurrender. Yun po ang resulta.
I mean yung sa mga namatay na nanlaban na sinasabi nyo na hindi malayong may mangyaring nanlaban at napatay.
Opo, kung may nangyari po yan, automatiko po ang Internal Affairs Service conduct the investigation. At kung nagkakamali po yung aming pong mga miyembro, kinakasuhan po ito ng administratibo. At kung may criminal aspect, criminal cases din po ay nasasama.
I mean sir, the number of the deaths, are they included in the list doon sa mga police operations na namatay o may separate tayo na oplan tokhang na namatay?
Hindi po. Nandun, nakalagay po yan sa died during police op. Hindi po yung sa tokhang ano. When it is somebody died, we look at it kung saan siya pwedeng, anong category siya pwedeng ilagay.
Kasi my question is, doon sa operation ng oplan tokhang, pag kayo'y kumakatok at nakikiusap na itigil na, sabi nyo kasi probably may namatay. Saan sila na ibibilang?
I will look at the specific case ano. Kasi pag yan, under ng campaign against illegal drugs yan.
Okay. Last point. Last 2017, binuwag yung anti-illegal drugs group ng PNP. So, paano po magpa-function ngayon ang PNP sa anti-illegal drugs campaign?
Opo. Pagsunod sa batas, kami po ay nagbuo ng Philippine Drug Enforcement Group. Ito na po yung kapalit ng Anti-Illegal Drug Special Operations Task Force bilang kasama o katulong ng PDEA sa pagpapatupad ng Republic Act 9165. So mayroon po tayong PDEG, nandyan po yan, at regular din po yung pakikipag-ugnayan ng PDEG diretso sa PDEA.
Thank you, sir.
Alvin Baltazar.
Magandang umaga, sir. Sir Derrick, magandang umaga.
Yes,
sir, wala pa ang Duterte administration. May report na sinasabing more than 90% ng mga barangay dito lang sa Metro Manila affected ng illegal drugs. Yung update natin, sir, ilan na ngayon yung affected na mga barangay? Dito lang sa Metro Manila muna, sir.
Yung drug affectation rate po ng Metro Manila, nasa ganun pa rin, more or less, hindi man 98, nasa 94. But I have the total figure on barangay drug clearing. So far, ang ating pong drug affectation ay nasa 58.1% with 24,424 of the 42,036 barangays nationwide are considered as affected in varying degrees. Pero the good news is, as of January, as of December, 5,077 na po ang ating nare-recover na drug-affected barangays.
So sir, kung pag-uusapan natin ang bilang ng mga barangay, hindi ganun kababa yung ibinaba ng mga apektado barangay when it comes to illegal drugs, sir, ano?
In Metro Manila?
In Metro Manila lang muna,
Well,
sir.
in Metro Manila, it's still an ongoing effort. Siyempre, challenge mag-clear ng drug-affected barangays anywhere, and especially in a metropolis like Manila. At talagang kailangan yan, itutukan lang, hindi ng law enforcement. But barangay drug clearing is, of course, an effort with the local government unit and other concerned sectors.
Sir, how about doon sa involvement mismo ng mga nasa barangay? Lalo na ngayon, sir, may plano si Yusek din yun ng DILG na kumuha ng drug list doon sa mga barangay.
Tama po yun.
Doon sa data niyo, sir, ilan yung mga barangay officials, gaano kalala yung involvement ng nasa barangay?
Please allow us to
officials
fetch
mismo?
that data, sir, kasi hindi natin hawak sa ngayon yung specific to the barangay involvement, no? But we'll get back to you on it, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Director Carreon, may we request that you repeat the figures for the
Yes, ma'am.
barangay affected areas?
Yes, the total drug affectation nationwide, 24,424 drug-affected barangays. That represents 58.1%. And the total drug-cleared barangays is 5,077. 42,036, sir. 36. Which is why, sir, in one engagement, our Director General has laid out a plan to clear about a figure of 5,000 to 7,000 barangays every year for the next 4 years, so that we can achieve that vision of a barangay or a drug-free country with all drug-affected barangays properly addressed before the end of the President's term.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, sa Metro Manila, ilang barangays do we have in Metro Manila and the affectation?
Sir, please allow me to fetch that data for you. Medyo mahirap. Hindi natin hawak ngayon.
Okay, last two questions, Rose and then Ace. Kathy, one. Okay.
Ay, sir, good morning po ulit. Sir, may ongoing pong inisyatiba yung Simbahang Katoliko at ang mga barangay sa pagtatayo ng community-based drug rehabilitation centers. Ano po yung tulong dito ng pamahalaan, particular po ng PDEA, PNP at saka ng DOJ or DSWD, DOH, para po masustina po nila lalo na ho yung aspeto ng pagbibigay po ng sustainable livelihood sa mga dati pong drug dependents na na-rehabilitate na at na-recover na po ang kanilang dating buhay.
Sige, sir. Meron kami, sir. Ma'am, for this year, Director General Aaron Aquino will be launching a nationwide campaign which will entail two parts. One is, of course, the establishment of the Balay Silangan, which is a community-based reformation program to give intervention to the surrenderers na dumadagsa naman po because of the effort of the Philippine National Police dito sa Tukhang. Kasi ang importante po rito, gaya nung sinabi niya, nung siya po yung Regional Director ng Police Regional Office 3, na itatag po niya sa lahat ng municipalities in Region 3, yung tinatawag na bahay pagbabago. Now, in order to replicate that effort nationwide, by March this year, we will be launching what is called the Balay Silangan, of which is actually a continuation of the Bahay Pagbabago, tying up with all municipalities and cities nationwide. Ang karugtong naman po nito will be, of course, yung sagisag ng tagumpay laban sa illegal na droga, which will be given or awarded to all local government units who will help us establish this Balay Silangan para lahat na po ng LGUs may mapupuntahan yung mga surrenderers at hindi na po kailangan magturuan kung saan bibigyan ng kaukulang intervention itong 1.3 million and still increasing number of surrenderers natin. So yun po, magiging interagency effort ito, hindi lang PDEA, but nandyan of course ang DSWD, ang Department of Health, pati ang kapulisan, and the local government units. So yun po yung magiging katugunan natin dyan, ma'am.
Okay, Ace?
Excuse. Pagkatapos po nila makagraduate dun sa community-based drug rehab, bibigyan ba sila ng clearance or ng certificate ng PNP na sila'y wala na sa watch list at hindi na sila tutugisin ng mga pulis?
Yung pong effort or tulong po ng Philippine National Police is through the Police Community Relations Group. Kagaya po ng sinabi ni Director Carreon, Region 3 po yung pinakamarami under Police Chief Superintendent Aaron Aquino, yung nasa Region 3. Marami po tayong bahay pagbabago. Ang ginagawa po ng Philippine National Police is provide them with the manpower and the space. Yung amin pong mga kampo, ino-open po namin sa social workers, DOH personnel para doon po maaring maitatag o magawa yung bahay pagbabago. At ang ating pong ginagawa, kapag meron po silang certificate na kapag nakagraduate, again, hindi po kami yung talagang namamahala. Ang namamahala po ay ang DSWD or the local social welfare and the DOH. But we assist them po. Meron pong proyekto ang Philippine National Police na yung Life After Tukhang under po ng Directorate for Police Community Relation. Ito po ay para mabigyan ng tulong din po yung mga nag-surrender at makapagbago, mabigyan din po ng skills at kung mabigyan din po silang ng trabaho.
So may assurance po yung mga dating drug dependents na pag natapos sila sa rehab, mabubura yung pangalan nila sa watch list? Kasi yung iba po mga nag-surrender, nasa watch list po sila ng PNP.
Tama po yun. Again, yung pong assessment sa kanila after they graduate, tuloy-tuloy din po yun para makita ho na talagang hindi na ho sila babalik sa paggamit ng illegal na droga.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ace?
Just a clarification on definition. When we say affected, what do we mean?
Sir, drug affectation is categorized in 3 different levels: slightly affected, moderately affected, and seriously affected. When you say slightly affected, a barangay is considered slightly affected when there is a presence of at least users, 1 or more, in a barangay. Kapag nagkaroon na po ng drug pusher sa isang lokalidad, it is elevated into moderately affected. Now, when there is a drug den, shabu change, clandestine laboratory, or marijuana plantation, or chemical warehouse in a locality, then it is seriously affected.
Okay, sa DOJ, meron na pong complaints against the policemen involved in the killing of Kian and yung kasama niyang si Kulot. So hindi pa rin po ito part ng EJK as per the definition of the government.
Yes, sir. As of now, there still has depending pa yung resolution ng DOJ diyan. By definition of AO35, it's still not categorized as an extrajudicial killing. Okay. Because when you read the AO35 executive order, it classifies EJK as to one who is advocating for a political or civil and political rights. No, other than this definition, all extra killings not classified as EJK, but rather as a common crimes being handled by the PNP as common criminals.
Sa PDEA or sa PNP, any update on the number of local executives and barangays who are involved in the illegal drug trade? Kung meron kayong bagong figures, kung nadagdagan ba or nabawasan?
Sir, may we refer you to the social cards nung yung arrested government workers? Nandun po yung sa elected officials.
Hindi, yung nasa list na binevet nyo ngayon.
Ah,
Ilan po yung nadagdagan po ba?
well, let me get back to you on that. Ano, hindi natin hawak yun at the moment.
Okay.
Pero we're basing on actual arrests. Yan po.
Okay, thank you.
Last question, Kathy Valente, Manila Times.
Follow-up lang po, sir. Ang any update po dun sa mga drug lords and narco-politician na identified po sa drug list ni President? Where are they now? Sino-sino na po yung kasuhan? May naaresto na ba? Namatay? At ilan po yung remain at large? Narco-politicians po.
What I can remember is the case of Carreon na kinuha pa natin sa Middle East. And then the one in Region 6, na-encuentro po natin yon. And then there are high-level personalities o HBT that surrendered nung initial na ibigay yung mga pangalan nila. I'll get the update coming from the record of DI. Apo. But meron naman po tayong mga naaresto. Mikotan was engaged in Valenzuela. Ito yung mga high profile or high value targets na PDEA, the PNP operated on. Kasi pag high value targets, talaga pong kasama po palagi. Sumasama po kami sa PDEA.
How about,
For the PDEA, ma'am, yung mayor ng Maasim Sarangani, kasama mismo si Director General Aaron Aquino during that operation. And he surrendered, seeking the help of Senator Pacquiao, of course, just after the operation.
how about, sir, sa DOJ? May mga nakasuhan na po ba? Or naisampa na kayong kaso?
Sa DOJ what we have is in general terms of numbers of cases filed in court. What we have is 106,266 filed as of the December of 2000. Between the period July to December 2016 and as of September third quarter of 2017. Those are the cases filed in court and resolved by the DOJ. 106,266. These are individual cases.
All right? Sige, Joseph.
Sir, pa-update lang yung sa 6.4, di ba nag-MR kayo sa Valenzuela? Yung sa
I'm not
Shabu.
familiar with that case because there is na different prosecutors who handles it.
Hindi yun sa inyo hawak, sir. Okay, sige po.
Okay, thank you very much, MPC. Thank you also, Assistant Secretary Marie Banaag, and our guests for today, Attorney Reynante Orceo, DOJ Undersecretary, Police Chief Superintendent Dionardo Carlos, PNP spokes, and then Director Derrick Carreon, PDEA spokes. We now proceed to our regular press briefing with the Presidential Spokesperson, Harry Roque.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, ma'am.